Here's a story of when I was hydrovacing in the oil sands. We had a job at CNRL, one of the bigger companies, and we had to go locate a big power line that was running the coker. They just installed the coker, and they assumed it was only going to sink 3 feet, but it sank about 9 feet. When we got there, it was 9 feet, so they had to, for safety reasons, they had to locate the cable that was powering this big behemoth, eh? And they said it's going to be about 35 to 40 feet down. So it's going to be a while. It's going to be a long cut. We have to dig for it, eh? So they dig down about 5 feet with a shovel, and then it's up to us to go down there and locate it, eh? It was going to be about a 2 or 3 day dig before we found it. That was the assumption, eh? Not 10 minutes into this fucking dig, we locate that thing. It wasn't 30 feet down, it was 5 feet down. If they went a foot deeper, they would have got electrocuted by hitting it. Lucky the guy didn't, eh? The company that installed that ripped them off. They were supposed to go, the law says, you know, through architecture and that science, it has to be a certain depth, right? It was, instead of going down like this to the ground all the way, it was like this, up to the coker. That means it bunched up, eh? And we went down about a foot, us, before we went to tell the bosses. We went down a foot, and it was all solid granite, eh? So they didn't have the means to dig through that granite. And CNRL should have had somebody there to monitor them, but they didn't. These guys just laid it and then gone, eh? I don't know what came of it, but they must have left it. But about 15 years later, that coker exploded. The day we were looking for that was a day before 4 Chinese laborers from China got killed in CNRL because of mismanagement in the architecture. These guys died. They're iron workers, eh? Bastards. And yet, I made a comment when I went in and I said, yeah, I found it. They're all like, bullshit, eh? Fuck you. They kind of make me look like I'm stupid, eh? So I said, well, I could be wrong. The Native Americans were here 10,000 years ago. Maybe they had a coker running too. But anyway, it's there, eh? And they came out, they're looking at it, they're all looking at each other going, holy fuck, eh? Holy shit. They never did nothing about it. I don't think so. I made a comment that made them all shit their pants. I said, holy, I don't work for you guys. I have no obligations to you. Wouldn't that be funny if I went to the fucking Edmonton Journal and ratted you guys out, eh? Wouldn't that make you look like a bunch of assholes? A month before that, there was a strike. About 200 electricians went out in solidarity. There was a strike somewhere else. 200 electricians from that CNRL went out to the gate to protest, a picket, eh? CNRL fired all those guys. Bam! They're so anti-union, eh? Bunch of corrupt bastards. And if they call me a liar, fucking let's go dig it up. We'll find it there fucking 8 feet down, not 35, 40 feet where it's supposed to be. Corruption in the oil sands at its finest. Northern Alberta, Canada.